Welcome back to this week's episode of Mining the Comments. This week, we'll discuss how dreams can impact our sleep. As always, I'd like to thank everyone again for taking the time to post comments and questions on the previous videos. And this week, I've had a couple of questions come up by the same person. At one point, I was doing a Q&A video with Veronica. I think it was like maybe 2 weeks ago. And Tony had posted a question about dreams, and we didn't get a chance to get to him. But as I was looking through other videos, I saw him pop up again, and he had another question related to dreams. So we're going to look at both of his questions relating to dreams. They're a little different, but I think those can be super useful. So the first one first question is, if I see a wizard in my dream, what does that mean? Awesome dream. Now, I certainly can't read or know the meaning of dreams, but yeah, already sounds like a great dream. I can't sleep. This also comes from Tony. I can't sleep because I have a recurring dream that I'm a dog and I'm scared to go to sleep. It's been going on for 13 months. So I'm guessing that in between these 13 months of becoming a dog, there might be maybe a wizard, or I'm not sure if while you were a dog, you saw a wizard, but in reality, I don't think it really matters. So what I would say, there's a couple of things. So number one, I'm sorry that you're struggling with these dreams, because it seems like it's something that's very heavy for you. But what I would say, it's not actually about the dream itself, regardless of if it's a recurring dream or whatever the pattern is or lack of pattern. I would say it's more about the relationship that you are creating with the dreams and the fear around sleep that is causing the struggle. So I would say that whenever we have a dream about anything, if we believe that there's meaning or something to it, we're going to become engaged. This is the same thing as like thoughts. So if I have a random thought during the day, I'm guessing with insomnia, it's going to be about sleep. Well, what if I don't sleep tonight, right? If we grab that and think, oh, this is a problem, this is a concern, we're going to give it more and more attention. And that's going to be the problem. It's not the thought that passed, or it's not the dream that we've had that created the problem. So I think what's happening is we're engaging with it. I would say in my case, I have always have had very vivid dreams. Pre-insomnia, during insomnia, if I slept, post-insomnia, and they're very engaging. Most of the time in these dreams, as bizarre as some are, they feel so real. At one point, when I was starting to sleep better, I was having this recurring dream where in my dream, I was laying there trying to sleep. And that went on for a very long time. And I remember just getting a little bit flustered or frustrated, and I would wake up. And there was this moment of relief because I was sleeping, but also frustration because how unpleasant to finally be able to go to sleep. But in your dreams, you're dreaming that you're not sleeping. Right? So definitely we can find ourselves engaged in something that can feel very uncomfortable. So whenever we tell our brain or let ourselves know that there's a problem, like trying to control dreams, or the dream is something that is creating more of a struggle, now we start to show the brain that dreaming or certain dreams are a problem. And when we start looking at it that way, we can get to a point where the brain is now gathering evidence to prove that having certain dreams are a problem. And now this creates this struggle where having these certain dreams, and in your case, dreaming that you're becoming a dog, now it's a threat. And so that's already creating more pressure. So now think about this. Now you're dealing with insomnia, not sleeping, or, afraid of being awake. And then if you finally get to falling asleep, now on the flip side, you're having these dreams that you're becoming a dog, and that's a problem. So there's a problem of falling asleep or not sleeping. And so that increases even more this hyper arousal that we're feeling. That makes even more of a struggle, just the idea of nighttime or going to bed, when what we're trying to do is learn to put less pressure. In this case, we're adding even more pressure. So I would say dreams, like I mentioned earlier, are just like thoughts. We're going to have dreams, whatever that may be. And if we just realize that they're just our minds having thoughts in like a dream version, then there really isn't anything that we need to do about it. Like I've said, I've had very random, silly dreams, and I've also had some very intense, heavy dreams. My mother passed away a little bit over a decade ago, and once in a while I have a dream about her. And, that can be nice or that can be whatever. But what I've trained myself to believe is that dreams are just the same version of our thoughts. So if I have a thought during the day about my mother, how I interpret those thoughts really either engages in something that's either nice or pleasant or lovely or scary or sad or whatever that may be. And so I think that is understanding that dreams are more like a version of our thoughts during the day. Whenever I hear people talk about at night, I can't shut my brain off. That's how I fall asleep. My brain needs to be shut off. And I would say, again, I'm not a doctor, but I would say I don't believe that brains shut off. I think they shut off when we're dead. So I don't think they shut off. I think that our brain transitions from one state to another, and dreams again are more these thoughts that are going on. I remember I was my kids and I for months were watching this show Kitchen Nightmares with what's his name? I said something Gordon Ramsay. And so one night I had a dream that I was in a grocery store and Gordon Ramsay was there and he was yelling at me to go and find a certain kind of cereal. And I had to do it within, a short period of time. I remember frantically running up and down the aisles trying to find the cereal. And I never found it. And I remember it's a dream, I had to go back and report to him. I'm sorry, I couldn't find it. And of course, like in the character that he plays in so many of these shows, he's yelling and screaming at me. And I woke up and, if I would have thought, what does this mean? I don't know. I don't even like cereal, So the truth is that, again, why don't we find a way to maybe start breaking this cycle, right? So now first we understand that dreams are just like thoughts. And if we let them pass, we don't put any pressure. We don't try to interpret what they are. The thoughts are just going to pass. The dreams are going to pass. And even if they come back, they have no meaning, no purpose to them. And so how do we break this cycle? So what if we went to bed tonight and once again you had a dream of becoming a dog and you saw a wizard, or you became a dog and you also became a wizard, whatever it is, and you woke up in the middle of the night or in the morning? What if we just looked at it and just go, oh, interesting. My brain is just thinking about just nonsense or just random thoughts. It's always about how we respond to it. So if we don't give it any energy or any attention, it may take a little time because you've been going through this for 13 months, but you don't have to do it perfectly. You can start putting less pressure on yourself. So I believe that no matter what it is, whether it's thoughts or dreams or anything that comes, it's how we respond to it, and the energy that we give it, the attention, the focus that we give it, is when it starts to become engaging, when it starts to become potentially a problem or a concern or a fear. And so I say, number one, I think most of us have dreams. And I know also with insomnia, I'll talk to people that will say, I've never had vivid dreams, but I'm having vivid dreams. Is this bad? Again, questioning, is this bad? Nothing is bad. Why? Because just like thoughts, dreams can't hurt us. They can't. And I've had very weird and strange nightmares. And the same thing when I wake up, there's no meaning to it. It's like, well, whatever, just a thought. And the less pressure I give it, things tend to move. So I think that's kind of the same repeating message with so many things. So, Tony, I hope this was helpful. I hope you're able to catch this video, and I hope that as you experience these dreams, whatever they may be, because also the brain will also look for other patterns or other ways to kind of sneak in and just to make sure that you're okay. Maybe your next dream is, I don't know, flying or whatever it is. And as long as you don't see that as a threat or a concern, it's going to move, it's going to pass. And just know that no matter what, going back to what we discussed earlier, that you're safe. There's no threat. There's nothing to fear. So I hope that was helpful. And again, any questions or comments, I'd love to hear about people's dreams. If you want to post that on below the video, that'd be great. Until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Just remember and remind yourself that insomnia is a difficult journey. So if we can be kind and compassionate along the way and be patient, that can be super helpful. The more pressure we put on ourselves, the harder the struggle is. So I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Hi, it's me, Daniel, and I hope you found incredible value in the video you just watched. If you did, please share it with the world, like it, comment, because this way more people can find their way to peaceful sleep. Now, if you like learning by reading and you feel like you have a little ways to go, then head over to Amazon and check out Set It and Forget It. It is a very easy book to read. It is flowy, it has illustrations. But if you're looking for some deeper understanding, then this is Natto, maybe the one for you. I hope they really help. Thank you for being here, and thank you for helping.